Well, Battler, let's hope you're an ace attorney like Phoenix Wright, because it looks like Natsushi did it. If you're only looking at it from one angle, then you'd be stuck thinking it had to be Natsushi Obasan. It's not like on the finning her, that won't be good enough for a clear checkmate. I think basing the whole theory off that receipt is passable. It's not a bad thread of logic. I'd only give it a grade of 65 at best. It's for an exam, they've been enough to get your extra lessons and attention, right? Hehehe. Oh shit, what ain't Eva gonna do?
Oh my, well how do you break through a door by a receipt to make her and fall disappear? Better than my theory.
Stupid throat. Evil boss on theory really interesting. If you show that there was no way to make grandfather disappear other than yours, you would probably prove that the last person to see him, Natsushi Obasan, had to be responsible. However, since this is a possibility that she is innocent and that the accusations are false, you can't make them that clear.
Then, Bat-Cocoon, are you saying that someone other than Natsushi Nisan made grandfather disappear? It would be impossible for anyone else to do it. Mercy proved that, right? At the first time we visited that study, and until the second time we visited it together, the study was the perfect clothes room, and when the seal was broken on the clothes room, he was already missing. It doesn't prove that she was the Cobra Guy trick could have been used.
Like I said, Evo Bosan, only 65 points. So let's try turning the chessboard over, shall we? It's not about how they managed to make grandfather disappear from the outside. Think about how grandfather disappeared from the inside. The door had a receipt stuck in it, so it couldn't have been used. It couldn't have gone through the window because you can't lock it from the outside. When Evo Bosan visited the study, she checked to make sure it was locked. So the window also wasn't used. At that point, the study really was a closed room. We have to accept this. However, the study didn't remain a closed room forever. Once the seal created by a seat was removed, it would be possible for someone to escape by the door. In other words, it's not about how Natsushi Obasan made grandfather disappear. When you think about how he was able to escape. Grandfather's study isn't an ordinary study, right? According to Jinji-san, there's a toilet and a kitchen, even a bedroom, almost like a little house. For example, what if he was hiding under the bed and the two of you only thought he was missing? Boss-on, even you didn't check that far, right? And then two of you went back down the stairs thinking he wasn't there. At that time, the receipt was already gone. In other words, Grandfather was hiding in his room the whole time, then it was a closed room. And escaped that only the two of you go past him. We can crack this case wide open.
What is this? Why would Father want to do something that weird and escape the room? Don't be so absurd.
Yeah, might be absurd. However, it still showed there's a possibility that Natsushi Obasan is being accused falsely. Your receipt wasn't perfect. In chess, we might call that check. But it isn't checkmate. And the thing I like least is your argument. Pressuring Natsushi Obasan to explain it, and then claim that if she doesn't, she must be guilty. If you ask me to let that slide, you don't let me, then why don't you let me? You should be a battler. Oh my god. He did it guys. He did the Phoenix Wright. Oh my gosh, this is what you're famous for, Battler. Oh my god. Oh, that is amazing. Turn the chessboard over one more time. Evo Bosan, according to your argument, you must explain to us why you and Hiroshi Oji-san couldn't have killed those 6 that night, then casually returned to the guest house. You've been trying to force Natsushi Obasan to explain. I'm sure you can prove your own innocence, right? Evo Bosan, who had all of grandfather's wealth suddenly plopped down right into her hands? That's right, you're suspicious enough yourself, aren't you? If you say mom's suspicious because she was the last person to see him, what about you, Evo Bosan, who was the last person to see Dad and the rest? Like Battler said, prove that you weren't the one that killed them.
Mother, I don't think they're being a little overeager. I'm sure the receipt was an important hint. But, like Battler-kun said, Natsushi Obasan is the culprit. I think everyone's equally suspicious. Even me. It's not right for only Natsushi Obasan to be persecuted.
God, I love this visual novel.
Our great father, crying on his bed? You don't nonsense like that an explanation?
And in that case, why don't you explain first? Who killed those 6 and how? And then try showing us proof that you weren't involved.
Oh my god. Oh, again, January.
Oh shit, are you okay, Jessica? What happened to Jessica? She dying? Don't die on us, Jessica. Why did I laugh when I said that? We need our big boobed cousin. Milady. Milady! Jessica suddenly started coughing. At first I thought she was just choking after yelling too loud, but before long I realized how painful it looked. Jessica kept coughing and choking, down on her hands and knees. Jessica, get a hold of yourself! Dr. Nanjo! Jessica, son, your inhaler, quickly. No, wait, I have one with me. Good thing I burned it with my diabetes man. Dr. Nanjo pulled a bronchinator inhaler. I don't know how to say it. I'm not diabetic. Wait. What am I... Wait, what? That's... Wow, I'm so obsessed with Dr. Nanjo and his diabetic that I'm actually saying this has to do with diabetes. Diabetic... I don't even know. She's got... Well, what's it called? It says in her profile. They're explaining it. Let me see. I think it's... Yeah, it's asthma. She had asthma. Come think of it. 6 years ago, didn't Jessica suddenly breaking the violent coughing have to use that? However, 6 years ago, I've never seen Jessica look like she was in this much pain. Her asthma's gotten worse. Manaki, was Jessica asthma's always this bad? Actually, in the anime, they never bring it up till second episode where you kind of have to be like, oh, she has asthma. They never tell you, really.
It's gotten a lot worse in these last few years. There's no problem when she's normal, but when her attacks come suddenly, she can't stop coughing anymore.
Like, totally? This is a... Milady, your medicine. Here. Nah. Taking the inhaler from Cannon-kun, Jessica used it with a practice hand. It looked like her throat was still itched for a while, but she had it under control. You know, back to Phoenix, Battler, pointing like he's Phoenix Wright. Are you alright, Jessica? You scared me. It's no big deal. Don't worry about it. Beads of sweat covered Jessica's whole body. She couldn't hide her rough breathing, but it looked like her sudden attack had calmed down for a while. The rumors have made the dangerous atmosphere up to now seem slightly unfocused. But that was fine. This kind of battle of mutual suspicion was completely unnecessary. When you think about it, even finding alibis for each other and looking for the culprit was probably unnecessary. After all, we're just powerless, ordinary people. When the police come tomorrow, they could definitely employ cutting-edge techniques to investigate the case thoroughly, solving all the riddles and arresting the culprit.
I wonder if Batman is right after all. It's like Natsushi Nissan suspicious. I can't know the fact that I'm suspicious too. Arguing about that now will surely be unproductive. Anything we find, we just leave it to the police tomorrow. But don't you want to know too, Battle-kun, who the culprit is? Won't you want to let them know the pain you feel from losing someone precious to you as soon as possible?
I won't deny that. Even one day would be too long to let the wonderful bastard who's behind this go. That doesn't mean I want to. That doesn't mean I want to doubt one of the 18. Even though I said what I said earlier, I don't want to doubt you, Evo Basan. To me, you are an awesome alien who's always fun, if a little playful, and his big tits that I kind of want to motorboat, but I can't say it all out because George is right down and mine was a dead girlfriend.
No, why'd you say that, Butler Shannon?
I don't want to trade insults with an ant like this. I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to do that with anyone here, right? Everyone.
I feel the same way as Battler-kun. It's pointless to trade insults. It's probably just a stress build-up because so many people have been crammed to one place since morning.
Probably. It's so unnatural. It might not be my poor shit, but we all like to move possible. Because I'm a doctor and I know this shit. Is this a transition or what? Kind of scared now.
Eva, I think we should cool our heads. The sea is strongly an important crew and sorting for fellow whereabouts. You told the policemen when they come.
That's right. Right. I feel like just felt a little triumphant when I figured out that part with the receipt. Of course, isn't it fair to only doubt Natsushi Nissan, right? I'm just as suspicious. But still, Battle-kun. I think the part about the receipt is real, alright. Don't forget this. And try thinking deeply about what this means, okay?
I was like, shut the fuck up. Everyone just like, Eva, we're tired of your shit. Evo Basan, Hiroshi Oji-san stood up. It looked like they planned on leaving the parlor.
In the end, it's pointless for us to continue playing detectives. After all, the police will do everything in the end anyway.
That's right. Even if we don't play this detective game, the typhoon will pass. And when those lively seagulls return to the harbor, everything will settle itself. That's right. Think about it, this kind of crime is completely trivial. It will definitely be resolved, even if we do nothing. And the seagulls cry. Stop making a reference to the freaking name of the anime visual novel.
Not using these on until you don't see my face anymore. I feel the same. And if I remember correctly yesterday, you had some room prepared for us and mentioned that we wouldn't need to go back to the guest room, right? There should be a bath and a toilet there, as well as a lock and chain to secure the door. There's even a bed to lie on, and my husband will be able to watch TV without having to fight with me to turn over which channel to watch, okay?
Oh my god, I love how Natsushi's like really tired of her crap. Do whatever you want, but make sure to be cautious.
Thank you, Nissan. And mind your own business. I'll be counting on you to keep an eye on everyone, alright? Because the culprit is definitely here. And Nissan, make sure you don't forget to keep an eye on yourself, too.
Haven't you added men enough palm remarks? Jesus.
Yes, that's enough. See you, Natsushi Nissan. Ginji-san will call you when it's dinner time. Until then, we'll lock ourselves in with the chain.
What? I want to eat dinner first.
The Ginger Cannon, echo them to the guest room.
We'll be fine. I hate shady escorts. In fact, I'll be more comfortable with nobody left the room until we reach ours. Let's go, George.
I'll stay here with everyone.
George! The culprit is in this room. Do you plan on staying in a place like that?
Leaving this room would be the same as expecting one of my relatives. I can't believe that anyone in our family is capable of something that horrible.
George! Even you're saying it?
George already an adult man. If it's called telling me not to leave room, that's up to him. I'm George what?
Father. Why are you tanned, and why am I not tanned at all?
Evil Boss-san and Hiroshi Oji-san left. The only voice that called after them was the sound of the rain. Rain's like,
Hey guys, how you doing? It's me, Rain.
the bottle was being buried beneath the savage atmosphere. When I looked at the clock, I was surprised to find it was already evening. Had I really spent that much time worried about needless things, talking to each other, fighting with each other? Feeling bored, I started crawling at my head when what? Maria and I made eye contact. As I thought she completely immersed in the TV, I was a little surprised. I believe it now.
You?
The letters, the murders, everything was all Beatrice. Wait, that what you believe? Wait, what? That easily? Well, okay then. No, actually, I was hoping that someone would come out and say that was true. I want to be the work of a 19th person. Otherwise, 18 of us would keep on downing each other. I didn't believe in a 19th person is better than that. Bring grandfather outside without opening the doors or window must be a pizza cake for Beatrice, right? Maria, after taking a single short breath, hung her head and then raised her face again. Why?
That's right. Locking the door is useless against a witch. Each member with all 72 demons. The 33rd ranked Gap gives the power to instantly carry a desired person to any location. To her, taking a person out of a closed room isn't hard at all, you see.
Which is sure incredible. Tell her, she feels like committing another crime, doing a way that no human could. Make me believe that 19 person, no a witch exists. Wait, did he actually say that? Is someone ringing on our doorbell? Motherfucker, don't answer it.
Alright. If I meet her, I'll tell her.
I was like, no, little lolly boobs. Crap. This made sense to me for a while now. Just when I want to believe in a 19 person, I deny it. And just when I want to believe there's only 18 people, I deny that too. What the frick? Skype has stopped working. I don't... What? Good for Skype. Not working on me. I deny that too. What the frick? Oh, I don't even know what... I wasn't even using Skype. Like, what the frick? You know, I wish that there was more than just the 18 people here. I couldn't accept the existence of that 19 person. In short, even though there are more than 18 people, there are less than 19 people. The number of people in this mansion is 19 over x over 18. So the number of people can't be represented by an integer. Stop using math. However, it's impossible for them to be any after the decimal point. shouldn't be able to show a number of people with anything but an integer. And yet, 19 over x over 18. How do you explain that fraction less than 1? It's no wonder. 19% was something that couldn't be seen. That's why since you can only write the number of people as an integer, you couldn't see that person. That witch cannot be seen, because Beatrice has no body, therefore she's invisible. That are 19% or not? The witch exists or not? 19 over x over 18. Which exists somewhere in that x. X marks the spot to the booty. Maybe the gold. Like, yeah, why are these guys trying to decide the riddle of the gold? Like, I would do that. And then that happened. This is a weird ass episode. It's 5 and now it's 7. What is going on in these 2 hours? Yeah, Skype just randomly crashes on me this episode. I wasn't even using it, so I don't really care. Okay, oh, they're gonna change the freaking logo again. I think I'm gonna try and use this. The uncomfortable after continue even after there's 2 left. It was sick that the idea of thinking about who the culprit was would seem a down who the doubt. It had begun to feel like the decision of this case was itself taboo. So no one mentioned the case, at least out loud. However, those thoughts were what filled our minds. All that we couldn't say aloud made our heads feel like they were going to explode. So at least on the outside, the parlor had once again regained its calm mood. Everything was less unsettled.
It feels like the rain's gotten a little lighter.
Ew! Still pouring down. Ew!
Even if it did stop, there's no boat on this island. But it'd be nice if the boat came quickly tomorrow. I've had enough of this Western Mansion vacation. Hee.
Mallory, shut the fuck up with your laugh. It's not funny.
Mom, when will the boat come tomorrow? I know where the boat will take us around the area tomorrow. They probably sent us a phone call to say that they won't be able to typhoon back, but unfortunately the phones aren't working. But they are children over there. They will be able to go drop off and collect our gifts. They'll be able to arrive at first thing tomorrow morning. Probably about 9 o'clock, I believe. It's completely black outside. When I looked at the clock, I realized that it was just past 7 o'clock. I was starting to get hungry. Genji, have you made the food? No. I'm crying. In the kitchen, Kuma-san was cooking enthusiastically. She laid out a variety of dishes, and while they didn't match the level of Goda's artful cooking, they were still quite gorgeous. It was just an act of kindness from Kuma-san, who was trying to enliven everyone's low spirits with some food. Kuma-san wasn't nearly as talented as a professional cook like Goda. She was far from skilled. On the contrary, since she had been contemplating a fishing village, the simple food she created was something very highly valued.
I'm gonna make this so good.
Cannon arranged the food Kuma-san finished creating on the plate under her direction. Cannon also helped in the kitchen sometimes, but since he was rarely placed in that role, he was slightly awkward even though he tried his best. Self-conscious about the fact that he couldn't skillfully arrange the food, Cannon's expression darkened slightly. But Kuma-san smiled as everything was fine.
Yeah, it's a damn beautiful. It can't go out, you're skilled.
If it had been Shannon, Nissan, it would have been more beautiful.
No, Shannon.
Cannon stopped arranging the food for a bit and hung his head. Shannon was always the one who assisted Kuma-san in her cooking. Tonight, Cannon was doing it instead. As he remembered Shannon's face and her brutal end, he grimaced. Wait, I feel like this conversation happened before.
Forget about it for now.
Gene spoke kindly to Cannon as he advanced the pawn. Now I do escape from the parlor once the mood had become sour, and Gingy had become his opponent in a game of chess upon Nanja's request. Yes, I will forget it for now.
That's probably for the best.
Ginny purposely faced away from Cannon as he spoke. He so because he understood that to make things tougher on Cannon if he hadn't known someone was looking at his eyes. Nanjo also understood that, and he held back any thoughtless words. Shane probably had diabetes. Gotta find the cure. I wonder where Cannon changed down guy. Hope they shave, but
I do not know. Only, I think everything is as the master hoped, as he arranged. Just trust I would exceed my role as furniture working for the master.
Aren't you scared, Genius-san? I'm frightened something bad will occur again tonight.
I have nothing to be afraid of. I will simply work for you to me I simply work for you to me a family.
Nanjo slightly sighed through his nose and made a carefully considered move. Nanjo was slightly dubious. Could Ginny possibly think that he would be left out like this? Couldn't even imagine what was happening inside the mansion, but he definitely couldn't deny the possibility that Kenzo had devised something.
You're probably devising a cure for diabetes.
If you liken this island to chess, Kendo would open the game, and as a result, 6v7 defeated. Could it also have been that Gingy was calm because he believed that he was on the outside of the chessboard and safe? Hanjo thought about it. Isn't everyone just a piece on this chessboard lined up equally without any exceptions? One even Gingy, who had gained more of Kinzo's trust than anyone, no, who was confident of his position as Kinzo's only close friend, just numbered the piece laid out to the chessboard. Gingy, I'm really fine about tonight. I'm home with all my heart. I'll be able to stay here when my moon comes. We get it, Nanjo. You're scared like a little girl. And Ginny's like,
Get over it, bitch. Seriously. I mean, like, look at me. I have no fear because I'm Gingy.
oh, I don't want to talk about even Hiroshi. We'll do that next part the next part, guys. See, I can't even talk while I'm even talking normally. Like, for reals, homie dog.